Hi guys, quickly before this starts, just giving you a quick heads up of what is coming up on this episode. We're just going to quickly give you a rundown of all the stuff happening in Universal, Disney, and around in the parks. We also give you a quick rundown of the latest transportation from MCO, and also we have a quick look into the new store that is open and give our opinions at Citywalk.
Welcome to the Epic Florida podcast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not the Epic Florida podcast anymore, mate. It's the Epic Florida Project. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Epic Florida Project. I am here again with my fantastic co-host Phil. I think it's to that side.
Good morning.
I think it's to that side. I can't tell which side's going to be which on here today. But anyway, we're back, guys. We're going to give you a quick update of what is going on in the world of Florida. And if you don't already know, we are recording this on a Sunday, and Phil's shirt says what's happening this weekend, just outside of Orlando. So day one's been, is it night one? Are they doing 2 nights? Is it something?
Night one's happened. It was a bit of a muck up at first because the first 30 odd minutes being Florida, a storm came along. So everyone had to be shipped inside. But being Florida, 30 minutes, they're back out again because anywhere else, it probably would have been cancelled for the night. But
yeah.
Quick major storm all the way through. Worked clever. I thought trick of the eyes. It looked really busy. Comes out, they had loads of cardboard characters mixed in with real people. Saw a few people out masked. I just presume that's people that's been vaccinated. And they were only put in clusters of their own group, so they weren't near other people who weren't in their group. So I think it went pretty well. It gave me confidence about going to Orlando this year. Quite frankly, I'm bored of negativity and I'm being positive. There's no reason not to go vaccinate. Vaccinations are going great out there. So, and we're doing quite good here. So hopes up, guys, but I'm not going to get into a rant about it.
No, we'll leave the COVID situation to that side. We'll leave that for now. But talking about masks, that leads me on to our first little bit of news. Universal and Disney have now allowed you to remove your mask for photos. So as long as you're stationary and with your family group or your household, you can remove your mask, have your picture taken, and then you put your mask back on and off you jolly go. So that's another step in the right direction. So Disney,
It's an interesting one.
Sorry?
It's an interesting one because with Disney as well, they've got the characters out doing silly things. Personally, I wish they'd just copy the Universal idea and get some stands.
All little plinths and stuff like that,
Yeah, and do the social distance photos. I mean, it's not for me. I don't care if I get photos or not, but young children, that people who may never go again, I'll just give them the photos. It's hard to get a photo with Donald Ducks moving around doing flower pots. So it looks great and it's great to see them, but at the same time, you can put a queue system. It's not that hard. I've always thought, again, with photos, even indoor ones, there's this thing called an app. You can book it. It's no different than a ride.
Well, don't forget, though, the Universal app is terrible. And the My Disney experience is just as bad. So, My Genie that's another thing that can lead me on to. I'm on to segues left, right, and centre today. My Genie is coming in the next few weeks and months, I believe. That one that Disney, I'm saying this would plan your whole trip. God. I'm doing air quotes, people, for the listeners. Yeah, it's an app that's better than My Disney experience, but it runs everything. It does your whole itinerary on all this crap, and we know as people who have been to Florida, it's not going to work.
Definitely not going to work at first. I hope it doesn't roll out until October.
Well, I'll leave them to do that anyway. So let me just cross it off. So, have you got any more up to dates? Because I've got a few, and I'll go through quite quick.
Just a quick one about Mears. Mears announced Mears Connect. Well, basically, it's the new direct airport to Disney resort service scheduled to fill Magic Express void in 2022. It's going to cost money, people. It's not going to be free. I don't know how expensive it's going to be. Me personally, once it costs money, go and get an Uber, go and get a private transfer company, someone like that, because I know people love the Magical Express because it was free. I've done it once. I loved the journey once you got on the Magical Express, but the bit before it, it takes so long. And I would have rather, just now thinking about it, I would have rather paid someone $20 and got there in a matter of minutes. It's a quick route on the bus because they do roads they can go down, but I probably still would have got there quicker with a private transfer somewhere else. So it's good for people who want it. Obviously, the train will eventually come as well. God knows if that's going to be free. Who knows? I can't see it being free because it's not just stopping at Disney. So
No, it won't.
the freebies are over.
Yeah, definitely. The train won't be free, but it's another option getting from MCO to your theme park of choice. So I've got a few. A lot of them are Universal based. We said we weren't going to be that podcast, but unfortunately, that's where we're heading because of that's how much news there is in the Orlando area. So start off the biggest news of them all: Velocicoaster opening date 10th of June. If you're wondering why I went silent then, and if you are wondering why I'm crying, I am potentially going to be there from the 2nd of June to the 9th of June. So I miss opening day, which in hindsight, I am glad of because opening days for any ride are horrendous. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if I do get the technical rehearsals are going ahead and I get to go on Velocicoaster when I get there. So other news from Universal, Mardi Gras has been extended for another few weeks to the 2nd of May. Good thing. It looks like it's a popular move that they made this year with a food and wine kind of vibe. So fingers crossed we get one for Halloween Horror Nights. Moving from the park to Citywalk, the new Universal store has opened. A big Universal store. Yeah. We've seen a few videos. It looks, to me, it looks just like a Universal store.
I think it looks like a basic store you find in the Florida Mall, if you want the truth. There's a bit of theming in there, but they're trying to go for the more modern chic look.
Yeah.
They're trying to take
to me, it looked very similar to I know this might not mean anything to any American listeners, but it did look very similar to one of the Primarks near me, with the mesh and with the beams and the wire meshing, in between each segment. It looks similar to a Blackpool Primark. You can agree with me or disagree with me if you want.
There, people.
Get your t-shirts for £3.
You get some good Disney ones in Primark. You can't diss them.
No, you definitely can. So with that store opening, the smaller store, which is in between Cowfish and Big Fire, I think, it's been turned into a legacy store. I know you turned your nose up at this one when we first heard about it, and it's still doing it now. But this one now is retro stuff. But here's one for you. Do you know you can get your souvenirs personalized in there now?
How much that cost?
I don't believe it's that expensive, but you can actually, if you've got like a Universal Spirit jersey, I'm doing air quotes because they're not Spirit jerseys, you can actually have your name imprinted on the back, a bit like the Hogwarts sweatshirts and stuff. But you can have personalized stuff. I like personalized souvenirs. I'm just weird.
I wonder if I could do the Epic Florida project.
Do whatever you want. If you're putting it on it, why not? Don't see why not. Universal Studios Epic Florida project on the back. Happy days.
Oh, happy
I'll
days.
find out in June. So that's it for the Universal parks. Moving over to SeaWorld. Icebreaker, no opening date yet, but it is doing a lot more testing. It's now got 2 trains on the track, both testing at the same time. So fingers crossed we'll get an opening date for that. And for you younger members of the audience, Sesame Street's Julia has made a debut this month on the 2nd of April, I believe, for Autism Appreciation Month. I believe she's one of them kind of characters in Sesame Street, which I'm not too sure of. I don't follow Sesame Street anymore. I used to when I was a child, but not anymore. But you can now meet Julia in Sesame Street Land in SeaWorld. And I've got a couple more bits outside of the parks. We have a new ride coming to Fun Spot America. It is the Seahawk. It's a family-friendly swing, very similar to the Starflyer, but it's only 90 foot high. So if you want to go on a little baby swing, but that does bring a milestone to that park as well. It makes the park total 31 rides at Fun Spot America, which not bad for the price if we know the prices for Fun Spot. And I believe Medieval Times has reopened for dining and jousting. So if you want to go and get your joust on while you're having your roast on, in the Medieval Times on.
I'm surprised that's reopened, territory. I really thought after all the problems they had last year with
well, what it was, I noticed that it mentioned that they're reopening on the 15th of April. Because I noticed that date because my birthday, sheep plug. But I noticed that date and then I looked on it and it actually says it as it's the Baltimore one that's opened on the 15th of April. I think Chicago, New York, and Orlando have already opened and just waiting for some more. So that's most of the news I've got. Quite quick.
It's short and sweet. Sometimes it's better that way. I don't want to be over opinionating and stuff until I can get out there. There's not much really going on. I'm guaranteeing the week we release this will be the week Halloween Horror Nights decide that they want to release a new house or something. That's going to happen.
Probably.
And
probably.
Yeah, people. I've got a question for the people out there. Like, if there's anything you want us to get into more depth with, if you've got an idea or something, get hold of us on Twitter.
Yeah,
that's ideas, because we don't want to be an hour-long podcast. I think the maximum we want to go up to is 20-25 minutes per episode. We want to give you
because that's the thing. This is a YouTube show as well, and we don't want it too long. We don't want these hour-long YouTube. We just want to be informative, get the information to you guys as quickly as possible. But if you would like different shows, would you like a versus show? Let us know.
God,
we can rackle off in depth between two similar rides rather than being, let's put these two up and then, like other podcasts have done in the past, we will do an in-depth of one ride versus another ride, very similar ones, and see which one wins.
So in other words, things like Transformers versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, a bit like People Mover versus Pie in the Sky Zeus trolley train ride. Very similar people. Well, similar rides. You never know.
I get what you mean. It's a good idea.
Yeah. So drop a like. Hit us a comment. If you don't want to do it on Twitter, comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button. That would be fantastic. Let's try and get this one up to, we're not super many viewers. Let's get this up to 10. Let's try and get 10 likes. Better than nothing, innit? And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, because there's a lot of shows coming out, not just from us, from this show. There's other shows on the network, which is... That was your cue. That was your cue.
Yes. Ghost Aliens and Beyond, guys. It doesn't get much views on YouTube. It does actually do miles better as a podcast. But if you saw how it's laid out, I think it looks a masterpiece, and people really should give it a go and watch it. We seem to almost have a guest almost every month. If we don't, I will try and do things. If you go back to the last episode, if you're an Orlando fan, it's not out yet. That's why. But it comes out on the 13th. Is it out? No, it is out. It is out. Yeah, it's already out. I'm so confused. I've got so many different things I do now. I actually have a part in it when I talk about the most haunted places in Orlando.
Ooh, Funky.
Go, people. So I did do that because I didn't have a guest that week, so I had a bit of fun myself. We've got round football, football predictions in the Premier League. That is coming to the end. The new show taking over in mid-May is going to be called Rant Sport UK. It's not UK sport, though. It's just because we're in the UK, most of us. Any sport around, like, including sports entertainment. Watch it or listen to it either way, but I'd say watch it because you're going to see us literally argue sometimes, and it is TV gold if we really don't agree with each other.
Yeah,
we don't pull out punches.
The last one was a cracker. That would have been better on video, but it is a podcast as well. So if you wanted to hear Phil nearly knock out an American, come over to that.
Yes, I got very passionate about international football.
So,
guys, don't forget though, on Twitter, is it at TEF Project?
Yes, it should be scrolling up underneath right about now.
Okay, that's no good for the people on the podcast. But
no, but
guys,
I can't see it. I can see it now. It's Twitter at TEF Project and Instagram TEF Project 1.
Because someone stole it.
Yeah, and then search Epic Shows on YouTube.
And yes, please do, guys.
And let us know what you think about the new logo as well. Just above my head, Phil's head on his left-hand side. Yeah.
And guys, please go and check out Simon's YouTube channel about darts.
Yeah, you can do. There's my dart matches are going on there. I've got a few to edit at the moment because a few too many swears in the last one. But that wasn't from me. That wasn't from me. But
he obviously lost.
Yeah, I do. I'm just putting my dart matches I'm playing online on my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy watching darts and you want to see me standing in front of a board going like this for 20 minutes, jump on over, do me a favour, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below.
And guys, just one more.
Oh.
Go and check out Epic Phil. I mean, the video I've just released on Sunday, the 11th of April, it's within 12 hours, I think it's had 160 odd views already. I am reviewing hotels in Orlando, and I've got to the Enclave Suites, what is the most controversial hotel I've ever heard of in Orlando. You love it or you hate it, but I'm not going to tell you why. Just go and check out Epic Phil and go and give it a watch.
Yep, all links down in the description. So Phil, thank you for joining me for this fantastic show again. It's a thank you from me for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will see you very soon.
Tatty, bye-bye.